for joining us. I'm Shamela Pullen. Here are the details. A disgruntled member of the Jamaica Fire Brigade has taken his protest action to new heights. Sergeant Leo Bennett, who is attached to the Half-a-Tree Fire Station, staged a one-man protest this morning, taking his routes to the roof of the Half-a-Tree Transportation Center in St. Andrew. He is renewing the call for better welfare for firefighters. Our reporter Kirk Wright spoke with the Sergeant Bennett while he protested on the roof.
My feeling is at the lowest depth because for some time now, firefighters have been asking, pleading for a better welfare, for a better working schedule. We have not pressured the government in any way, shape or form for money. However, the ego of the minister and the ego of the management is blockading this humble and solemn request.
Understands that Sergeant Bennett has been on suspension for breaching the organization's regulations.
We must take them home and put them into the washer, where our children and other family members' clothes is being washed. I don't want to give my wife any cancer, and certainly none of the other firefighters would like to do that. There are only 4 breathing apparatus face masks on any given unit where I was stationed at Half-a-Tree. Yet they want 36 members to be at work every day using that 4 face masks.
High-ranking officials of the Jamaica Fire Brigade were seen gathered at the transportation center trying to get Sergeant Bennett to end his protest action. However, up to news time, he was still on the roof on the facility. Our reporter Jamelia Maitland is in Half-a-Tree and now joins us on the phone with an update. Jamelia?
Hi, Shamela, that's correct. I am still at the Half-a-Tree Transportation Center. But I do have an update right now, and that is Sergeant Leo Bennett is no longer on the ledge at the transport center. I saw him just now climbing down, and that was because the president of the Jamaica Psychiatric Association, that's Dr. Senator Sophia Longmore, along with a pastor and a member of the Jamaica Fire Brigade, they were hoisted in the bucket truck to go and to try to see if they could at least speak with him. And from where I'm standing now, he's no longer on the ledge. The senior officers here are telling me that he slid down from the ledge, but he's currently on the roof. We're not seeing them from where we're standing, but they are on the roof trying to speak with him. Earlier we saw Dr. Longmore. She had bottles of water in her hand, and that's because the officers would have believed Sergeant Bennett would be experiencing some form of dehydration in the heat, and so they decided to at least get some water to him. Now, he said he would have been on this ledge for 24 hours, and at the time he only had 1 bottle of water with him. We also noticed that there was a helicopter hovering on the roof, trying to see if they could at least get his attention. And now I'm seeing Sergeant Bennett coming down. He's walking in our direction, coming down from off the roof. And you'll probably hear some cheering on the ground because he's coming down. He's sliding now on the transport center. Coming down, he's coming down, he's sliding. Are you hearing the cheers in the background? Because persons were expecting him to come down. They wanted him to come down. The cheers you're hearing. And at the end, there are people who are greeting him. At the end, you're hearing motorists honking their horns because they want to see this gentleman come down. Coming down as well is Dr. Longmore, who is being clapped for talking this man off the ledge, and the senior police officers are also clapping and thanking the crew for talking this gentleman down. And of course, we'll have more of this for prime time.
for is a work system in which we can get some time off, so we can get we call it work-life balance. You understand? That would have translated into you, the public, getting a better service.
Huh? Tash, hey, Tash, what?
Yeah, no more talking. Yeah. That's it. Whoa! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no more talking. Yeah.
The Jamaica Fire Brigade members, we have a system of work in which we must be at work every day of our life. 7, 3 and 10, it is terrible. Alright, what we're asking the management for is a work system in which we can get some time off, so we can get we call it work-life balance. You understand? That would have translated into you, the public, getting a better service. The general welfare for us, when the fireman, look at those gears. Each member is given 1 gear. When we go to a fire, say, let me say Kentire dump, illegal dumps, you even. When you have like asbestos material burn, a lot of medical waste, then put it down there, burn it. When that gets on the 1 unit, there is no facility at the Arbitrary Fire Station or anywhere else to cleanse that. We must then take that gear. If you're working every day now, see the thickness of the gear, how will you get that dry? You don't live next to the station, you have man with all the ambulance in place there. We take it to what we must do, pop it into the same machine where my 4-year-old son and my wife expose our cancer-causing materials.
What was the deciding factor for you to come down?
Deciding factor? I got a wife from us. I got a call from my wife. Yeah? The thing is, there are 3 main points. 3 main points. 1, better welfare. 2, 6 other members who were suspended almost a year just to voice them concern. Imagine that. Just to voice a concern about the safety. 6 other members who are unjustly suspended. They are still being receiving halfway from the public. So the public is being shafted. Your money. You're really clean yesterday. There is not one MRI machine down there. I said nearly the entire parish doesn't have a machine can scan people. And the public money is being wasted.
Love you.
The last taxi lady when we pick up, I drive the taxi along. She said she couldn't feel anything below her neck. You know that is a spinal cord injury. You deserve an ambulance to take you. And unless you're wrong, you know. But even if you're wrong, there is not one ambulance to take members of the public who meet in an accident. But the government and the management have money and waste, having members on suspension.
In terms of people who are questioning your mental health, just tell us.
My mental health?
Yes.
People, me would have mad if me not mad. Listen up, me would have mad if me not mad. You see, people who sit down and get comfortable, we start accepting that. Me is intolerant. Me intolerant. The people are a system Oh, no one to change. I am a sergeant. When the bell turns, the men under my command can't drop them foot. I am at them. So when their welfare is to be taken, those who are supposed to provide it, don't waste your time.
Hold on, officer. Officer. We can't say something. No, you don't say something. Why you step up to me? Why you step up to me? Officer. Officer, step up to me. Officer. Anybody can tell me. Officer, step up to me. Officer, you step up to me. That's different. Officer, you step up to Yeah, you come. You gotta give me the one that I'm using now. I don't care. You are using that. Why were you you step up to the
Yo, what are we going down there? Yo! You say you arrest him handcuffing.
A joking is time.
Hold on. You came here. You got an accusation about the media. You got an accusation about we disrupting. You got an accusation. Officer, listen to me. Mr. Bennett. Handcuff me. Bigger money. Handcuff me. Handcuff me. And you step up in my face and assault me. You assault me. You assaulted me. You assaulted me. Brown. You assaulted me. Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown. That is not assault. The man that is not assault. Are you step up in my face? You step up in my face. You step up in my face. No. The man must bounce him. Mr. Bennett, listen. Listen, bro, listen. The inspector said, he want you cool out. Yeah. But sit down in the vehicle. If not carry a gun away, we have asked you to sit down as a brother. The man can't cool out. The man can't cool off in the office. He's not going to the police station. Listen. If you are going to be arrested, all of us get arrested. That's what I said. Listen. You're not going to cool down. All right, Bennett, may I beg you please? Mr. Brown, just listen on. Mr. Brown, when I talk, put on your hands. Put on your hands. Let's start. Mr. Brown, I never intend to, and I did not assault you. All right, watch out. Imposter. Walk with him there. Walk with Mr. Bennett, please. Make him cool out. Yeah. No, we have a camera. Walk with him there. We have a camera. Walk with Downey. Right at the gate. Walk with Downey. Walk with Downey. Walk at the gate.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just state that this meeting will not be recorded based on what I've seen here. So I'm going to ask Corporal Bennett just to remove your recording device.
My recording, what could you clarify, sir? Aren't we supposed to take note either? So we are not recording.
Kindly remove it from where it is located, please.
And if I don't?
Then we are going to remove it.
By whose authority? You would have to call the police. You can't destroy the property.
No, I'm not going to destroy it.
What are you going to do, Mr. Gooden?
That is what is going to happen. So before we proceed, I'm going to ask you to kindly remove your device.
On what basis? The commissioner is a lawyer. You cannot stop people from recording. He can tell you, he can inform you to that.
Please, I'm not going to be in an apartment with you anymore. You are asked to remove the recording device and you are instructed to do that. No. Remove the recording device.
And I refuse to do so.
You will remove it. And if you can't
a meeting like this should be live streamed, Mr. Commissioner. No. Why the secrecy?
No. My meetings are never recorded or live.
Your meeting?
Yes.
You are on the public time. You are being paid by the public.
Sir, I'm not here to argue with you.
You are being paid by the public, Mr. Commissioner.
You will have this member removed from the meeting, sir, please. You have to remove from the meeting.
I asked you before, and I'm saying to you, remove your recording device from this meeting.
And I said I have a legal right to record.
Who authorized you to do that?
I need no authorize. I am a member of the Jamaica Fire Brigade. We are here to discuss our salary being reduced. A meeting like this, as a matter of fact, you should be providing documents and statements as to the amount that my salary will be reduced by. Failing to do so, I must capture the information in a way that I can dissect it. A meeting like this, where are the documents? Pack up and leave. You have lost all moral authority. You receive a salary of 15 million per year, and you have retained a call out. Assistant commissioners, they have retained the call out. The deputy commissioners, they have retained their call out. The superintendents, they have retained the call out. What about the assistants? So, what about the sergeants? What about the corporals and the firefighters?
That to be done, and then the commissioner will return back to the meeting.
Run away and hide. Run away and hide. I have a right to record. You all have a right to record. Let nobody intimidate you. Know the law. You have a right to record. You have a right to record.
A routine meeting at York Park Fire Station spiraled into a confrontation with police Wednesday morning. The meeting, which it is said was convened to discuss the removal of call-out allowances for firefighters, had to be put off. Romardo Lyons reports.
Drama erupted at the York Park Fire Station Wednesday morning. Both the commissioner and the deputy commissioner of the Jamaica Fire Brigade were present for a meeting where a member proceeded to film. There was an objection. This was the scene sometime after 11 a.m.
We decided that we had a right to capture the information being provided to us, because we can't go into September not knowing how our children's school fee will be paid.
TVJ News understands that personnel from several fire stations were told to meet, including Halfway Tree, Rollington Town, and Trench Town. Upon arrival, one firefighter said he was informed a meeting was scheduled to discuss the removal of call-out allowance and matters surrounding overtime.
We live in a real world where the cost of daily living affects us all.
But there has been no official comment from the Jamaica Fire Brigade. Calls from our news center to the commissioner went unanswered, and the TVJ News understands that the union representing firefighters will be meeting on Thursday.
The members who can hardly afford lunch after the second week, who must go out and attend to the various accident scene, who must pull the 2.5-inch fire hose, who must battle the wild bushfires in the summer, in the hills. How can it be conscionable?
The government, when the overtime implemented, they said it's 160 hours for the month, which is a 40 hours work week. Anything over that, you're supposed to be paid overtime. All right? The issue what we're having is when we sit down and calculate once you're on shift, by default, we work more than 160 hours for the month. However, to this moment, all we're hearing from word amount, which is we're hoping to get the information in the meeting, is that we're not going to be paid for those excess hours. The only hours we're going to be paid for, you have to get a cancellation. And we're saying it cannot be like that, because if law says 160 and we work default over it, we're supposed to be paid that.
Another issue?
We're going to lose our call-out allowance, right? Which is overtime is going to replace it, because call-out was implemented for, say, if you're on leave or time off and you get called into work or you get cancelled, call-out replace that. So they said, all right, since we're going to implement overtime, we're removing the call-out. No, which means you lose a call-out, you're going to get less pay, right? They're trying to say that you have to work extra just to maintain the same salary as before.
Romardo Lyons, TVJ News.